Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my read blogging. Basically, I make a video about my blog. So, for today's video, I will do the one written on May the 18th, Friday, 2018. It's titled Sex Don't Equal Love. I want to be a tear, to be born in your eyes, grow in your cheeks, and die on your lips. That's a small poem a friend of mine once told me. I love romance and the idea of happily ever after, but let's be real, life isn't a fairy tale. You don't get what you want when you want it or how you want it. People will continue to come and go as they please. Love is real, but it is not found in men or women. I have experienced both sides of the coin. I have had pleasure for the hell of it, and I have attempted to make a relationship out of lust. Neither one worked in the end. I came to realize 99% of all men on earth could care less about me and a woman. They only seek to satisfy their need to bust a good nut. Men don't express their feelings and have sex just for the sexual pleasure. Contrary to us females, we feel something when we're having sex and it turns into more emotional feelings and connections. I wish I could proudly say I had the right to wear white to my future wedding, but I can't. I'm not sharing this personal detail of my life to gain followers or make myself popular. I want to be that voice of reason for a younger female out there thinking about engaging in sexual activities. It always starts out with some French kissing and some second base action. Next thing you know, you're past third and straight into home base. Sex feels incredible when it's done right, but that's not the point of the discussion. Obviously, if sex wasn't worth the hype, people would actually wait till marriage. I would have never imagined myself as an active sexual being for several reasons. One, I literally thought since no man had ever asked me out, I was so undesirable physically. Two, I felt like I wasn't good enough to be desired sexually. Three, thought my upbringings and strong faith would most definitely keep me in away from all of that always. It turns out I was wrong in all 3 points. Men have no standards when it comes to having sex. They will have sex with any female that will open up. Men could care less if you are pretty, smart, clean, well mannered, etc. If you have a vagina or a hole, they will hit it. It sounds graphic and gruesome, yet it's the real deal of what happens. I had my very first kiss with a stranger one night and we fooled around in his car. I wasn't even expecting him to kiss me since we hadn't mentioned that as part of our interaction. He never really contacted me afterwards except to bring up the option of having sex. I texted him maybe once or twice after that night. My sexual monster was awakened over a sleepover at Nathan's house. Nathan is a code word for the actual person. Because we cuddled for several minutes. I thought we had a connection and stupidly believed he liked me as a potential girlfriend. He later stated it was only friendly cuddling and it meant absolutely nothing to him. After that night and experience, I was kept in a longing state for more physical interaction. His rejection and sexual appeal drove me to trying online dating, which I did engage in for about a year on and off. I have had Tinder, Match, BOF, OkCupid, Kik, and other online dating profiles. They all resulted in the same thing, regret and disillusion. I was shocked to see the amount of men messaging me with the most common lies. You're so beautiful, you so fine and sexy, I want to be with you, etc. These people could care less about what I thought about them or anything, so long as I would engage in their dirty conversations and agree to do something with them. I embarrassingly have to admit I caved in with about a dozen or more online dating men. Let me clarify this before you jump to your own conclusions. When I say I caved in with about a dozen, it only refers to the fact that I allowed 5 people to physically interact with me in some way or another. No, I did not have sex with all 5 huge mistakes. The last one I interacted with led me on to think they were actually serious about getting with me and starting a serious relationship. I have never had a real boyfriend or a real relationship. I lowered my standards for no reason worthwhile. I gave up the most precious gift I had to offer my future husband. I now know internally and externally the severity and consequences of being sexually active. Apart from the orgasm you may or may not experience, being sexually active causes so much emotional distress and trauma. Please understand just one thing. I have been there and done that BS all through the last years of high school. If you love yourself and respect who you are as a person, then becoming sexually active is not on your to do list. It's always better to focus on your adulting and stability for employment. Once all that is taken care of, we need to tighten up and let love come to us. Moral of me sharing this relies on the need I see teenagers not knowing what is truly best. People can deny they aren't in need of anything, but trust me when I say they are in need, but won't let. Love starts off with the attraction and slowly progresses with time to affection. I am clearly no expert in relationships, and I have learned from them. Do not give it up so easily, and remember, just because he was willing to F you, it still don't mean he will want a serious girlfriend. Please just take a few minutes to think it through and you'll notice later on I was right. Till next time, this is Anna, the best Colombian ever. Till next time.